Right, all right. Welcome to the Brandon Halls here show. Just wanted, I got a plethora of things to talk about today. I ain't gonna have any guests, or I ain't gonna have a sidekick or anything. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I guess they're busy on their Saturdays, the true Sabbath. But anyways, we're gonna start it out with a song, as always, um, or as normal. This one is called John Prine's God Only Knows.
God only knows the price that you pay for the ones you hurt along the way. If I should betray myself today, and God only knows the price I pay. God only knows. God only knows. God only knows the way that I feel is only a part of the way I feel. If I can't reveal the way that I feel, then God only knows the way I feel. God only knows. God only knows. Now I lay me down to sleep. I praise the Lord, my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I praise the Lord, my soul to say, oh God, oh no, God, oh no, God, oh no, God, oh no. God only knows when I'm not true to the things I say and the things I do. And if I can't be true to the things that I do, then God only knows the way I feel. God only knows. God only knows. God only knows. God only knows.
All right, all right. Back again with a another talk this week. I'm gonna start trying to do it on Saturdays. Let me stop this screen share here. Go ahead and pull up my channel because I don't even have that pulled up. Why I'm getting started. How's everybody doing? I don't know how many's in the room because I haven't even gotten that far yet. But I do have a lot of stuff keyed up to talk about. We're gonna talk about the new Celine Dion child gender neutral clothing line from UNICEF. Uh, we're also going to be talking about some other things. There was an ice halo in New Mexico a couple years ago. I'm just now learning about it. It's something pretty interesting, which I'm going to tie into signs from the sky because there's so many of them. But this is just something quite extraordinary to me. So I wanted to bring that up. We're also going to talk a little bit about Yeezianity. Um, Nothing. Well, I mean, I guess it is something personal against Kanye. Maybe he is bringing out some truth, but be very weary of him because he has his own church, and I'm going to show you what he believes in that church of his. What you have to do to be a member of his church, which is basically, saying that he's God. Well, there ain't no basically to it. You do have to say that you believe that he's God. So there's a lot of things going against God's law right now that I wanted to talk about, and but we're going to start it off on a note that's a little bit lighter. I found this on the John Boyle channel, and it really blew me away because I I believe this had happened too. Uh, we're going to talk about Alan Arkin. Now, I don't know if anybody knows who he is, so I'm going to screen share my screen, and we're going to start out here. Hopefully, y'all can see this. Now, when I got the screen up, y'all can see that Alan Arkin hospitalized after suffering stroke, but it says he's doing fine. Well, let me tell you, the way that I remember it is he wasn't doing fine. Shortly after this, maybe 6 months, he died. Now they're saying that was a hoax now, but it's just a long line of people that supposedly died, and maybe they did die, and now they're back. So this is a big Mandela effect for me. Alan Arkin, I didn't realize he was, like 80 something years old. I thought he was a little bit younger than that, but it says Alan Arkin was hospitalized earlier this week after suffering a minor stroke. It was a major stroke, from what I remember. According to the 81-year-old actor, has since been discharged and is recovering at home. He's actually laughing today, a representative for Arkin told People. He is at home. He is fine. It was a mini stroke. There's nothing wrong. I have to disagree with that. It was a major stroke, and he died shortly after that. And, just like with there's several people that supposedly died, and now they're back. Well, they did die. Like Billy Graham, I watched his funeral. He died, and now he's back. So that was, it's a bigger Mandela effect for me. I wanted to show it to y'all and see what you all thought about it. So post your comments. I'm going to try to read some of them. Looks like we got Stacy B in the room. Let's see what she's got to say about. She's talking about sugar beets. I'm doing wonderful. I'm not staying. This is a ME. I'm not saying this is a ME, but the other day my guy brought home our same sugar we buy from Mejir, and it said made from sugar beets. I was like, what the freaking? So I googled sugar beets. They are sugar beet factories. Ever heard of one or someone working at one? Shoot, no, I haven't. A sugar beet? What is that? I don't even know what that is. I've definitely never heard of it. And everything's GMO right now. They're just trying to take control of everything. They don't, they want everything to be seedless. That way, you have to turn to them to be able to, to be able to do anything. You have to rely on somebody. They don't want you to be able to grow your own food. They don't want you to be able to be self-sufficient. They want you to lean on the government and believe in the government. So, that's the big thing. It's basically all about the government, and the New World Order, or the World Order, or the New Order. I think they're finally learning that New World Order, which is probably a word that the AI picks up immediately, is not the thing to say. So they're saying New Order, World Order, which breaks me right into this. Now I hope that I can screen share off of this channel or off of this other page. So we're going to try this. I've never done it like this before. So bear with me. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kick it on screenshot. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'll have to go back and check, and y'all let me know if you're able to see this. We're going to talk about Celine Dion and launching her new gender neutral clothing line, which all of a sudden it's not coming up. It was just coming up. There we go. All right. So let me check and make sure y'all are able to see this. I hope you are. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's a little bit behind. It's lagging, but we're all good. It looks like. Okay. Yeah. Celine Dion. Celine Dion launches gender neutral clothing line for children. Yeah. Exactly. Kind of strange because the way I was always taught is you were a male or a female, or some people that I don't want to say are unlucky, but because everybody, God created everybody with a plan. They may be both. Um, but that's a very small percentage, people. We're talking like 8% of the population. They make you believe that it's a big percentage of the population. It's a lie. It's a lie. The lamestream media lies constantly. That's what they're best lying. So, uh, just like they said that Hillary Clinton was going to win the election. Well, we seen that didn't happen. There's just, I hate to use the word. There's so much fake news out there, and there's so many people that still depend on it and believe it. That's the problem. But I think that we're slowly waking up. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to read a little bit about it, and then I'm going to play what she has to say about it. A small clip. I'm going to play a little bit of it. I don't want to play too much. I'm sure I already got one copyright from playing the song at the first, so we don't want to push our luck too much. But anyway, it says first time Grammy winner, singer Celine Dion wants children to have comfortable clothes that fit in neutral colors with simple prints. Yeah, they're real simple. Let me show you what they are here in a minute. She said she aims to change the dialogue on clothes with her new collection of Selena Nu. Okay, that's weird. The fashion line name kind of looked like a jumble of letters. You think? The number comes from Celine Plus, the fashion company. New. That's retarded. I'm sorry. The new clothes feature 70s stereotypes, freestyles for kids aged 0 to 14. New specializes in unisex designs and is based in Israel. I've always loved new, and that's what they represent. Dion wrote on Twitter. Um, Dion says she has tried to stay away from gender stereotypes while raising her 8-year-old twins, Eddie and Nelson, and their 17-year-old son, Renee Charles. Well, let's see what she's got to say about it.
I just want you close, where you can stay forever. You're everything together through the days and.
Okay, we're going to mute that just for 1 second. I want to get into what she has to say. I'm going to go ahead and say Fair Use Act. This is fair use. Okay.
go for, the big superheroes. They were looking at princesses, and they all wanted to be, Minnie Mouse. And then I said, but what about Mickey? And then I'm saying to myself, you know what? It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because they're talking, they're finding themselves. We may thrust them forward into the future, but the course will always be theirs to choose. Celine wants all kids to find themselves.
All right, let me move forward a little bit. I'm not so interested in what anybody else has to say. I want to hear what she's got to say. Okay.
Little worried or concerned seeing their child put on their heels or put on their nails. I'm not here Celine Dion singer who's got 3 kids, who's going to tell the world right now, you should do it this way, you should not do that, this is wrong. Listen, I'm not doing that. Let them tell you what they feel like.
Yeah, let them tell you what they feel like. So, we ain't going to raise our children anymore. We'll let them tell us how to raise them. How do you feel about the rules? How do you feel about God? How do you feel?
New has been around for years. Its founders created the fashion line out of necessity when they couldn't find clothing for their own kids.
Fashion has the power to shape people's minds. We're at Celine Nunu trying to shape the future of all human beings by saying, find your own individuality.
We bring a new order as a concept.
Wait a minute. Did y'all catch that? New order.
Into the world.
Into the world. Do you know what?
Play that again.
Into the world.
Into the as a order.
There it was again. We'll play it right.
We bring a new order as a concept.
Into the world.
Into the world. Do you know what? You don't know what they're going to become later. And you don't want for them to have psychologiquement a problem of growth. And say, I'm supposed to be like that, I'm supposed to say that, I'm supposed to dress like this because I'm a guy, I'm a boy, I'm supposed to do. No, you don't know. Let people be who they are as quick and as soon as possible.
Does that sound like anything you've heard before? Maybe the do what thou wilt is the whole of the law. Uh, all these celebrities have agendas. I believe that they're assigned agendas when they're given their whenever they become famous, they reach a certain point. I seriously believe that they have to bow down to the Baphomet, to the devil, and they have to start pushing these agendas. The UN's pushing them. Everybody is pushing an agenda. So here we are on News Wars, which I'm not promoting or not promoting this channel or website. I'm just reading it. Okay, watch. Celine Dion launches a gender neutral kids fashion line, and I think that I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of this too because it blows me away.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm Celine Dion. Our children, they are not really our children, as we are all just links in a never-ending chain that is life. For us, they are everything. But in reality, we are only a fraction of their universe. We miss the past. They dream of tomorrow. We may thrust them forward into the future, but the course will always be theirs to choose.
Okay, I'm gonna mute it. Well, it should still have caption here. I'll kick the caption on. Okay, that way we can still listen to it because I'm trying not to lose my right to be able to live stream at least. Basically, right here, she's getting arrested, and she's okay. It's on there. She's trying to tell them she's Celine Dion, that they can't arrest her. But I mean, what is she in there doing? Is she stealing babies because that's part of their agenda. They believe the government should raise your children. I'm going to show you that in a minute. There was a book, New World Order book wrote many years ago, back in the 90s, and you can no longer get a hold of this book for some very odd reasoning. Maybe because we are waking up. But before I show that, I want to show the clothing line. What does that say? New Order. New Order. Looks like there we have the Iron Cross or the Freemason, whatever you want to call it. There's so many names for it. The Templar's Cross. And then skulls. Yeah, I don't understand how that's gender neutral. Um, it's just all very strange, and the kids look like they're sick or something. I mean, has anybody even tried to do anything with them other than throwing a school shirt on them? Okay, and then you've got the star. That's all it is, just a star. It ain't nothing. Yeah, right. Okay, let's see what we get next. Oh, it's been hard to get along with now. I had this problem earlier, but we'll see. Well, yeah, let's click on this one, the New Order. Here we are with a New Order. Oh, keep on sharing. Oh, goodness. I don't know what they're doing. Who knows? We'll try it one more time. Okay, well, it ain't going to bring it up, but y'all can see, I think, maybe. I don't really know. Oh, maybe you can't see. If you can't see what I'm talking about, I was hoping that you could. I really don't know if you can or not. I probably ought to go over here and check. So let me cut this down and go back to my channel. All right. Well, anyways, are y'all able to see that? Let me go down and see if y'all are able to see. Let me read what y'all have to say. My computer's doing some crazy things. It's been doing that ever since it says my chat is disconnected. Okay, well, what's new? Sounds like they're trying to shut me down already before I can even